What's up, everybody? Shiz here. I'm coming back to you with another overview and introduction. These videos are kind of just, I want to do them for the community, and the main purpose, they're not a review, it's just to let the community know loosely what the game is all about, and give them an idea if they're going to like it or not before they purchase it. I read on the Steam forums a lot, should I buy this, should I buy this, should I buy that, and I just, I think videos can be a solid answer. Then they can just see for themselves. I'll kind of walk you through the basics of the game and tell you what it's about, and you can decide from there. I really hope it helps. I'm just this is an unscripted freeform video, so I may make mistakes, I may need some corrections, whatever else, but if I do, I think for the most part I know what I'm talking about. At this point I've played enough of the game, and I always do them when I've played some of the game to understand the game. So if there's any thoughts, corrections, or anything that you can contribute to help the community, please post it below. I'd be happy to hear it. I'm open to criticism, so let's get to it. Thief. Yeah, we all know Thief, Eidos Montreal, and they kind of rebooted the series. So the original Thief, I remember when it came out, that game fucking blew me away. It was the first game which had like real stealth. It was awesome in every way, and I think they're just trying to get back into that with this. I'm telling you right off the bat, Thief, this one is fun. It makes you feel like a thief. It does everything well. It's the only weak part it might have is when you get into the missions outside of the free-forming world. They're a little linear. There's different ways to do them. I'll show you that. But still not that linear, but enough worth mentioning, and I think that might be the only kind of weak spot of the game. If you like stealth, pick it up. If you like, the theme, pick it up. The immersion, the ambience, it's fantastic. The graphics are awesome. The sound is awesome. Like, awesome. I'll get more on the sound in a second. So let's load her up. 12, 10, let's just go here. So, you'll see it's kind of dark, dank looking. That's the general feel of the game. It's a very dark game. You are a thief, so it is fitting, but listen to the crickets, the chatter in the background. It's all quite fantastic. The music really got me too. It's done in the right spots. It's well done, good music. The ambient noises are fantastic. Like when you go into an old rickety building or whatever, you hear the windows sliding, what a noise. Walking through it, boards creaking, and it's all so well done and so immersive. The rainstorms are fantastic. I'm a big sucker for immersion. It's a big thing of any game for me. So you'll see the graphics, it's beautiful. I'm running in windowed mode right now. Everything maxed out, looks phenomenal. You'll see there's areas that are quite dark. I lowered the brightness one. I just found the game a bit too bright. Maybe it was my monitor settings, but I just put it down one notch and I think it made it perfect. It's strenuous to see in darker spaces, which I think it should be. You want to see? Get your focus on. I'll touch focus in a second. But I recommend if you're going to play, knock that brightness down one notch. It will make you happy. So this is the city. There's two kind of gameplay modes. Well, they're not modes, but it's the way the game works. But there's the free-form kind of sandbox mode in the city, which isn't huge, but it's something to do. You can break into houses. You can pickpocket. You got to avoid the guards still. The civilians, for the most part, leave you alone unless you start doing stupid shit around them. But it's a nice break in between missions. You have your main base, which is the clock tower in the city, where you store all your collectibles and hoard your supplies and everything else. But I like it. I like this kind of free roaming aspect in between. It's a nice touch. So I'm in a safe part of the city right now. There's a few like market area districts kind of thing where I don't even think you can take a weapon out if you wanted to. No, you can't. Okay, so there's areas you can, areas you can't, but I'll get to that in a second. So I'm in this kind of rundown cathedral area, which is one of the major merchants is over here for the game. So progression, tons of it. It's so fucking deep. Let me just get into the menu here. This will give you a good idea right off the bat of the ins and outs and the how deep this game can go as far as progression. So objectives, straightforward. Where's your objective? On the map. It does put, you saw the waypoint on in my HUD, and pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to show you the map. So this is the city, known as the city. That's what they call it. It's a setting of a city that is on the brink of industrialization. So some people like it, some people don't, and that's a bit what the story's about too. So pipes are popping up everywhere, being built. You know, gears grinding, steam going, that kind of thing. That is the setting in a nutshell. So, and this is it. I mean, it's not huge, but it is a little something to explore in between. We're not talking like fucking San Andreas or Liberty City here, but one of the smaller free-roaming sandbox cities I've seen in any game. But like I said, it still gives you something to do, collect, steal, you know, thieve it up in between your chapters. Progression. So, statistics. You have your general, your loot, total gold stolen, all that kind of stuff you can keep track of, and what kind of overall thief are you. So there's 3 basic ways they've broken it down here to tackle missions as a ghost, an opportunist, or a predator. Predator being death, you're killing guards instead of knocking them out or avoiding them. Opportunist being you're using your environment, you're putting lights out, you're sneaking around guards, you're knocking them out. And actually knocking them out, I believe, goes under predator as well. If you're directly affecting guards physically in any way, hurting them, you're a predator. Otherwise, you're an opportunist, and ghost is like the extreme stealth of it all. I think you leave the environment alone, and you just kind of sneak around without touching much to be unseen, like a ghost anyway. Okay, so here, like, the first chapter gives you the rundown, loot found, total gold stolen, how I tackled it as an opportunist for the most part, and then there's little challenges aside, which will unlock more things in the game and probably award you with some achievements as you go in Chapter 2. That's as far as I've made it so far. I just wrapped up Chapter 2, so I think I'm at a good part in the game without spoiling it too much, that I can kind of just give you the rundown on what Thief is all about. And you can repeat these at any time. You just go to the spot in the city, in the sandbox city, and find the spot where it started, click on it, it will ask you if you want to replay the mission. Tools and upgrades. So you get tools as you go, wrenches, wire cutters, you know, quiver capacity, lockpick quality, there's so much more coming from the merchant. My cursor's going here. Oh, I'm good. Trinkets, it's just more passive abilities, increases maximum focuses, all kinds of trinkets. All of this stuff is purchased with gold. That's what keeps you looting. That's what keeps you thieving. Resources, so these are all your kind of gadgets and everything else at your disposal. Lots of arrows. Rope arrow. You know, we all know what a rope arrow is for. We launch it into the dedicated surface. It'll drop the rope and you can swing on it. Water arrows. Awesome as hell. Any flames, torches, fireplaces, you can put them out with a water arrow. Guards may or may not notice it. If they notice it, they may go back and relight it. It's very diverse. Food, basically a health pot for your food. For your health, sorry. Broadhead arrow, that's your simple deadly arrow. You can use it, you know, to kill people. That's the whole point of it, with good distance. Fire arrow, you can ignite flammable surfaces. You can throw one in a guard's face if you want, light them on fire. Choke arrows, it's a non-lethal gas which will distract them, choke them out. They will know something's up when that happens, but it could help you get by, or if you plan on running up and killing the guard with a finishing move kind of thing, you can choke them out, run up, and take them out, I'm assuming. Poppy. This restores your focus. Think of it like mana, kind of. So you use the dedicated hotkey and it will restore your focus. More on that in a second. Blunt arrows, used for hitting switches and that kind of thing. It says it's cheap, simply made. The blunt arrow breaks on impact and is designed to interact with the environment at a distance without wasting more expensive options. And flash bombs. We all love those. All purchased with gold. Or found. Like you can find arrows in missions and shit too. Focus upgrades. I'm right near the merchant, so I'll show you that in a second. More passive abilities, more progression. So this is just more passive stuff that you can unlock with focus points, which you buy through the merchant. They're super expensive, so it doesn't OP right off the bat. But you know, stealth, marksman, efficiency, speed, combat sense, dexterity, intuition, all kinds of variations. I mean, for example, intuition. The first one gave me highlights elements in the environment from a distance. Wonderful. Loot and interactive objects are blue. So when you hit focus, they'll kind of glow. Threats and other dangerous elements are red. And then the second option, upgraded, ability to know where unique loot and collection items are hidden. That gives me kind of handprints in an area where I can find a collectible or something very valuable, which is great. Handprints appear to reveal the paths. Right? Collectibles, all kinds of them. You find these, you steal them as you go, and you know, all kinds of shit. There is, yeah, some of these, like a lot of the collectibles, store them up in your clock tower. Put them on display for yourself to kind of view. Documents, lore stuff, newspapers, letters, that kind of stuff. Chapter recaps, that's kind of neat. And then the map. Okay, so you'll see bottom right corner, I have my health bar green, focus blue. If I go into light, the orb lights up. If I'm half in light, what do you get here? I get like a half lit orb, and if I'm in dark, it goes completely black. Crouched, I'm sneaking a bit quieter, slower, more concealed, or there's the ultimate concealment, which lets you hold control in this case, and you sneak very slowly. This is mostly used to get right beside guards or on noisy surfaces where you have to keep it down, whether it's broken glass or water and they will be sloshing through. You want to slightly tread through it at a very slow pace to prevent alerting the guards. So you're avoiding light if you want. If there is light and you can't avoid it, or you need to get around something really quick, you can dash, right? Like that. And a dash. You can do that anywhere. You can do that as many times as you want. There's no cooldown, as far as I know. No, see? Oh, there, that. Yeah, so there's like a stamina mechanic from running and dashing. So let's stand up here. There's dodging. Oh, I can't do. Yeah, I can't dodge here because I'm in a safe zone. So here's one of the merchants, the beggar queen or whatever. This, not spoiling much, it's you're gonna find this right off the bat in the game, so.
Silence becomes you, Garrett. But speak freely.
And she sells you focus points, which lets you upgrade those passive abilities that I showed you. So they get more expensive as you go. My next one's 450 gold. Fuck that for now.
Until the next time.
There's other things farewell. I want, but I'll get them. I just gotta keep thieving it up. Right, notice my orb as I'm running through the dark. Now, if you're running, you're making lots of noise. Noise is a big factor in this game as well. It's all well done. It's all fun. Sneaking's fun. Taking guards out is fun. Stealing is the most fun. Fuck, thieving feels good in this game. Just want to kind of get to the main city here so I can show you the next merchant. God forbid I crash. I've crashed a few times in Thief. Don't know if it's my computer or if it's the game, but I think it has something to do with OBS, to tell you the truth. Because until I was streaming, I didn't have a single crash. That is also why I'm running it in window mode right now. I wanted to give that a try. So every time you change areas like that, it will prompt you. Give you the, would you like to travel here? So this is the other kind of market area, which is linked off the church area. And there's a tavern in here, which you can go in at times to find new newspapers, documents. Look at how awesome this game looks. The lighting, you know, the cloth. It's got its own engine for cloth.
Let's have another pint to forget that idea.
He's the shady merchant.
So soon, eh?
Right. So I could buy resources, all this stuff that I may need. You know, he stocks, so he can run out. 3 of 5. Let's like to keep those. You can sell resources, stuff you don't use, sell it to him. I'm not going to sell anything right now because I can also, if you have an abundance of things and you want to go out and clean them out, if you have that much gold, you can store all your extra shit, your resources, in your clock tower. A razor. So buy tools and upgrades. This stuff is awesome. Leather padding, increases safe falling distance. More progression, bowshot strength, lockpick quality, blackjack damage, a razor, tool to remove paintings from frames. Yes, fucking please. Let's do it. Okay? There we go. And trinkets, which, again, help you with passive stuff. Reduces damage taken from burning in traps. Reduces the chance of being hit by enemy projectiles. Moss quiver. Broadhead and sawtooth arrows produce no sound on impact. That's cool. Increase the health benefits of eating food. So much to upgrade. So much to do.
1 year ago we had hope, but now the city's rotten.
Free roaming.
With famine, with the
Let's just do a
barrens empty
save.
promises.
The game, FYI, does run better in full screen, as most games do. So once I'm done streaming, and I know everything's working, I'm going to go back to full screen.
What's North Crest?
With a running start, it is possible. So we're going to, obviously, this is the more of the free roaming area now. So there's guards. We got to be careful. Let's get up. Thieves, take to the rooftops. Okay? So here it is, on the rooftops. There's all kinds of areas to discover here, collectibles to unlock, all kinds of shit to do. Alright, let's get to the clock tower. Of course, it's...
Something feels wrong.
You can listen to civilians and guards chatter. It could help give hints on where you could find things or certain valuables, that kind of thing. So you'll see my focus there is half down. I just hit my key and it restores it. There's my bar with all of my trinkets and gadgets on it. You can peek around corners. You can save whenever you want, whether you're in a mission or free roaming in the world. You just hit the key, hotkey F5, save it, and load it whenever you want.
I'm getting sick. I know it.
I'm going to sneak around here. I want to show you the clock tower before I wrap this up. I haven't actually Oh, there's like a walkway. Get to it, so need to take to the roofs. Beautiful game, isn't it? So let's take to the roofs. See that? How it kind of glows blue? It's like my intuition going there. You know, I can get it even more blue. See where things are hidden. Card's coming. Let's get up. Coin purse. Like I said, everything turns to gold. Peak. Oh, not the kind of peak I was thinking. Okay, so the gullet. I'll go explore that after. Stay focused, Chiz. For the viewers. Okay, guards are down. I'm gonna fuck it. Run for it. Let's do an F5. Let's run for it. Come on. Need to get up there. Oh, check it out. So there's a plaque. Like I was telling you, I got my wrench. You can collect these.
I'll take this.
New collectible. See? All that kind of fun stuff. Lots to do. You can get up there. And there is the clock tower.
What happened to this?
Fingers crossed, don't crash. OBS don't like beef. Wonderful. Collection display updated. Right? Fucking awesome. So this is where your kind of hideout is. Top of a clock tower. It's super unsafe. That's why no one comes up here. There's a bit of a backstory behind it. If you read your lore, you'll get it. Someone was killed on the scaffold and they kind of shut down maintenance. So it just kind of sits here and rots now. Perfect layer for a thief. This is my stash. Okay, so you can stash all your shit in here and go out and buy more because you only have a maximum capacity that take that that you can carry. So if you want to keep stuff in there, you just kind of stash it. Pretty straightforward. Unique loot. Right? Okay. So, like I said, everything, like there's a ring I found. A couple of bracelets that it's part of a collection that I'm gonna find. Paintings that I'm thinking are collectibles that you can cut out and get them stored. Just a nice little area to revel in your success as a thief. And everything, I mean, lockpicking is well done enough. It's fun. It's a little mini game where you kind of move your mouse and you get that sweet spot and trigger it. And you got to do that so many times depending on the difficulty of the lock. Like I said, torches, flames, all that stuff can be extinguished. The AI, I'll actually mention that. It's okay. My only complaint is that I feel like I can get way too close to a guard. Then again, I am a thief, so maybe I should use my imagination a bit. But you literally fucking sit there and you're 4 feet from him behind a box and he walks right by you, doesn't see you. But, you know, it is what it is. That's kind of the only thing that breaks immersion. Around that, like I said, if you like stealth games, if you like even action games, this is an awesome game. It's fun. It's a good, if you're just craving a good stealth thieving badass kind of game, it's entertaining. The story seems good. The acting's good. The cutscenes are good so far. it's worth picking up. It's worth trying. Even I think the price has gone down a bit. I know Steam did just have a sale, and it was, I think it was going for $9.99. But pick it up. If you're one of those people who are wondering, should I buy it? I really hope this kind of rundown helped you out. I don't want it to last too long here. We're rolling up on half an hour. But as far as the stealthing around, you can imagine how intense it could get. The way the missions are built and everything else, and different ways to carry them out. Really worth checking out. So, I'm going to wrap it up there. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. Shizwhack all around. There is only one Shizwhack. Thanks for watching, peeps. Have a great day. Peace.